is difficult when love lingers. Things are left unsaid, and you haven't had the opportunity for closure in your relationship and in your heart. You can still feel bound up in the relationship. When closure is denied you, it is important to achieve this for yourself. Write that letter, make that call, or have that conversation over a cup of coffee. For a peace of mind, accept the matter as they are. Make amends if need be, and declare your feelings, even if only to yourself. Be clear about what was left unresolved, and close the door on the past so you can set yourself free. Only then can new love blossom. Greetings, chosen ones. This is Queen Nefertiti, my aunt. Much peace, blessing, and love to all you lovely chosen ones. Thank you all for tuning and tapping in. Happy Wednesday night. And I hope everyone had a wonderful day. To all my lovely subscribers, thank you for your love and your support. And to anyone that's just joining, welcome. Welcome to the team. Welcome to Divine Time. And I hope you find plenty of spiritual tools on the table. Now, we're talking tonight, yes, about unfinished business. Unfinished sympathy. Yes. Unfinished. You know, sometimes, chosen ones, when we leave one relationship and we don't close the door properly, you know, some people just walk away. Some people never call you back. And some people just, just leave you unread. But, chosen ones, if you have came into this part on your journey where you're closing chapters, closing doors, closing relationship, closing heartache, closing pain, shutting down disappointment, you have to unfinish while you're closing, right? So if you have to let people know how you feel to close a cycle. And I know that sometimes, it's hard to let people go, especially if they've been into your life for a season. But we also do know that sometimes people come into our lives for just a season and for a reason. And once we learn that lesson, chosen ones, leave me a comment in the box below. Because once we learn that lesson that person is supposed to teach us, we should be able to release that person, release that relationship. So that way you don't have to feel like something is unfinished. The chapter is over with. So while you are closing doors, if you have to call somebody, call them. If you have to text somebody, text them. Whatever you have to do that's not harming to anyone, because we don't practice no kind of harm, right? So whatever you have to do that is holy, pure, and righteous to set yourself free, to close the door to what was unfinished, because sometimes people don't want to close a chapter. It can be friendships. They don't want to close a chapter. Sometimes people like the drama to keep going. Sometimes people like confusion. But when you then came to your awakening, you don't really want to hear anything that's not going to let you be free. When you're trying to go to the next level and you're closing chapters, you're finishing up the unjust, You bringing justice to yourself by closing doors, by releasing people, by setting yourself free. So that way you can move on to your next chapter and say, this is what I learned. This is what I had to do. This is going to make me. And I'm going to take it and use it, as we say, a stepping stone. So while you got unfinished business, you know you got to handle that. But you're not handling it for the other person. You're not handling it to say, well, I guess I told them that. I let them know. No, you closing it as a God. You're closing it as a queen. You're closing it as a king. You're closing it as a high priest. You're closing it with dignity. You're closing it to give you a peace of mind. Because you know, when we grow up, we have to do away with childish things. When we were children, we spoke like children. But when we became adults, we stepped up to a higher rank. So we put our childish ways away. So everyone probably not on that level. Some people probably still want to be childish. But that's not your concerns, chosen ones. But sometimes you try to talk to people and it busts out into a big old argument because they're not on your level. Sometimes you try to talk to people. They want to make out that you don't know what you're talking about. That's because they're not on your level. But when you are closing doors, if you feel the need to, talk to someone. But if that person says, I don't want to talk to you, get closure within yourself. By knowing your value and knowing that you done did all you can do to bring closure to the situation. And when the other person will not meet you on that level, that frequency, then be a king and a queen and just walk away. And close the door in your own prayers. Lord, I close that door. And let the Most High in the universe step in and open up more doors, open up better opportunities, bring new people into your life. Everybody can't go where you're going. Everybody don't even need to know where you're going. Because where you're going is where no man has ever gone before. It's in the higher, best version of yourself. This Queen Nefertiti, my aunt, if this reading, this message has given you some enlightenment in your situation, leave me a comment in the box below. And guess what? You know it. I will check you on the next video. Peace and blessings to each and every one.